Align your ankles, knees, and hips. Have a neutral spine with a slight tilt to your pelvis. Draw your sternum in, lifting through the sternum, drawing shoulders down. Reaching the crown up and just draw a long line through your spinal column. Just allowing that energy to move through the body. And then take a big inhale and a big exhale. Big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Just find yourself where you are, finding that stillness, that presence. Just feeling that connection within. And bringing your hands to heart center. Finding gratitude for where we are in this moment. And hopefully you can hear the rain, the pitter-patter upon the leaves as I am here in Hilo on the Big Island. And I'm sitting these Hawaiian vibes with the rain falling and just the beautiful essence of wherever we all are together in this world, know that we are united through love. And as we begin our practice, I'm grateful that you're here practicing with me. So let's go ahead and begin. Lifting arms all the way up. Lengthen through the spine and exhale forward. Lift up halfway, lifting through the tailbone, drawing navel to spine, and exhale, fold. Let's take the right leg back, left leg forward, drop to that back knee, press your hips in. Just feeling that deep plunge. Make sure your knee and ankles stay lined up. Make sure those toes stay facing forward. And just press in, feel the stretch. And then you're going to take that leg and then kick it up behind you. And spinal stretch, opposite arm, opposite leg, lengthen. Keep the neck aligned with your spine, gaze towards the floor. Just a little bit in front of you. Lift that back heel, flex in it, toes towards the floor, reach dynamically, lengthening. And then place that right hand down, pop that back knee up into downward facing dog. Keep the leg up and then rotate, stack that hip, open up. Take a breath, breathe in, breathe out in through the nose and out through the nose. Then come down onto both knees. Bring your chin, chest down, tailbone up, and then roll yourself up, cobra pose. Press the feet down, don't let the feet off the mat. Roll the toes down, kiss the floor with your toes, and then press back, downward facing dog. Then take your right leg, kick it up, and pull it through and drop to your back knee. Again, pressing the hips forward, making sure front knee and ankle line up, front toes are forward, drawing navel into spine, just pressing, hold, take a breath, and then step to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, and take your hand around your right wrist and lengthen over side body. Inhale, lift, lengthen again onto the left side and exhale over. And then lift. Have a slight bend to your back, open up through the heart center, ears and elbows side by side, and then exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Again, take the left leg back, right leg forward, so right where we just were, press into those hips. Walk that foot a little further forward as we've gotten a little more depth. Press in, and then take that right leg, kick it back, and then left arm comes out. So right leg back, left arm forward, little lengthening, reaching, flexing that heel down, toes towards the mat, engaging navel to spine, and then place that left hand down, kick that right leg up, stack your hip, take a breath, and then bring it center, come to kneeling, and then chin, chest down, tailbone up, and then come up, cobra pose, feet to the floor, shoulder blades down and back. Kiss the floor with those toes, and then press back downward facing dog. Take your left leg, kick it up, bring it through, and drop to your right back knee. Pressing those hips forward, again, opening up in that space. Walk that foot a little further forward if you need to, keeping knee and ankle in alignment. Long spine, smiles on our faces, and then step to the top. Take a big inhale, lifts, then take your hands to the left wrist. Exhale over. Gaze up through your armpit. And then lift. And a hand around your right wrist. And exhale over. In through our nose. Out through our nose. And then lift. Then hands prayer, ears and elbows side by side. Lifting through the heart center, rounding into your back. Engaging the glutes. Taking a moment. And then exhale, folding. squatting deep, gaze forward, and then step back to downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank pose. And really press into your hands, round into your upper back. Grip with those fingers. Make little suction cups as you round into the upper back. Tuck the tailbone under, zip through your thighs, shift your weight forward onto your toes. If you need to modify, you can always come with a long spine onto your knees. And then when you're here, as you rotate those elbows in, slowly bring yourself all the way down and find your first upward facing dog. And then push up if you choose, or you can just press yourself back to downward facing dog. And we just squat deep into your thighs, gaze between your hands, take a big step or hop to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, and come to chair. Big inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Squat deep, lengthen your spine, step it back, downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Again, really press in. Starfish those fingers wide. Make a little suction cup with the center as your hands come all the way touching into the floor. Grip with those fingertips. Round into your upper back, shift your weight forward. Gaze is forward, next align with the spine. Navel to spine. And then elbows rotate in, chaturanga slowly. Elbows and shoulders line up, flip those toes. Flatten your feet, press upward, facing dog. And then push up if you choose, or just press back, downward, facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath, honoring where we are. You need child's pose at any moment. Child's pose is your friend. You can always come right here, press back. So we're gonna do that one more time. So squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands. Take a step or a hop to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, and come to chair. And again, lift tall, exhale, fold. Squat deep, lengthen the spine, step back to prep for downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank, press into the earth, round into your back, zip through your thighs. Gaze slightly forward, and the elbows rotate in, chaturanga, shoulders and elbows line up, flip those toes, flatten your feet, press upward facing dog. Drop the hips down, really press into the earth, and then hit that push up if you choose to downward facing dog. Now take the right leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Trace a circle with your knee, and then reverse it other direction. And then lift and hold it, and then pull it through for warrior one. Back heel comes down, ankles line up. Reach the arms, press in, and hold, and breathe. So front knee and ankle are in alignment, front toes are forward. Imagine a clock around you, 12 o'clock. Big toe back here is about 11:30. You want to roll the knife edge of your foot to the floor, kiss it down, and then lunge. Breathe. Drop the shoulders down, lift the sternum, draw the navel in. We're going to engage what's called bandha, so the pelvic floor is kind of like a Kegel lift. Engaging and then drawing the navel in towards the spine, lifting through the sternum, drawing the shoulders down, drawing the chin in, crown up, feeling the energy flowing through the body, finding peace and harmony with the breath. And let's open up into warrior two. So front foot's going to stay right where it's at. That back foot just turns parallel to deep and down. Front knee and ankle stay in alignment. Just letting go of expectations and just allowing yourself to be here in the present. And then take that palm, rotate it, reach up, lengthen through the spine. Feel the stretch to the side body. And then we're going to straighten that leg and come triangle pose. Then walk your hands center straddle. Lift through the tailbone. Grab hands to ankles, gaze between your legs. Relax your head, just let it hang loose. And then walk yourself around to the back and press into a lizard pose. Back leg is long, press into your hands, front knee and ankle are in alignment. And then opposite hand's gonna reach up. And you're going to keep that hand that's on the floor, but you're going to line it up with your toes And kick that back leg up. Balancing revolved half moon. Take that hand out in the sky, standing split. Bring your forehead towards your knee. And then step it down, step it back. Take that left leg, kick it up. You're going to pull it into plank, heart center. Kick it up. Pull it in, heart center. And kick it up. Last one, pull it in, heart center. Kick it up. And then bring it out. Drop those toes. Chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Right leg kicks. Pull it through. Walk yourself to a center. Into goddess pose. Toes turn out. Lift up. Little pulses to those thighs would open up. Reach those arms, maybe rock into your hips. Open up in that space. Oh, now the rain stopped. The sun's coming. The sun bursting forth in our souls. That light shining bright. Lift those heels, balance and breathe. Bring those hands to prayer, heart center. And lift up nice and tall. Pivot yourself towards the front for airplane pose. Front toes forward, back heels. Imagine you're like on a tightrope, so spine is long. Balance and engaging, both legs are straight. Crown goes forward, expand through the heart center as you reach those arms dynamically back. And then we're going to shoot it out, lunge into this leg, squeeze into your back, lift your back foot so you can see me here into swan. Balance and hold it into your swan. And then slowly lift it, bring arms up, find your tree. Bring it center, place that foot down, take a big inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step back, downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Come all the way down, elbows and shoulders line up, press upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take that left leg, kick it high, stack your hip. Trace a circle. In the other direction. And hold it. And then bring it through. Drop that back heel down, lift the torso, and find warrior one. Reach up, lunge deep, ankles line up, front toes forward on that left leg, 12 o'clock. Imagine that clock, big toe on that right side. It's about 130. Kiss that knife edge of your foot to the mat. As you lunge a little deeper, press in, centering those hips forward, drawing engagements to that pelvic floor to lift like a small Kegel, Kamula Bandha root lock. Draw the navel in towards the spine as you lift up through the sternum. Relax the shoulders, draw the chin in, crown up, reach arms, smile. It's a beautiful day, wherever you are. Breathe. And then open up. Lunge a little deeper, just open those hips, front toes stay forward, back foot's parallel. Expand through the heart center, deepen down. Again, just releasing, allowing as we let go and surrender to the here and now. And then rotate that palm, reach that arm all the way up. Back hand comes back gently on that back leg. To lengthen all the way over, deepen in. And then straighten your leg, find triangle pose. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Gaze is up. And then release that hand down. Walk yourself center into a stride. Lifting the tailbone, draw the navel in. Reaching the crown and exhale. Fold, crown towards the mat. This is your inversion here. Your head is upside down. Let that blood flow. Shake it. Put anything that you're holding on to that does not serve you. Allow that reset in the mindset to happen with that blood flow, feeling oxygenated and renewed. And then walk yourself around to lizard pose. Extend that back leg. If you need the back knee to the mat, you can always find it. In other words, press into those hands. Press into that front foot. Make sure your front knee and ankle are lined up. And as the right foot's forward, left hand down, rotate and reach it up. And now we're going to revolve, balancing half moon. So take that left fingers, line it with your right toes, and lift your back left leg. Shoulders stack, reach, revolve, lengthen, hold and breathe. And then bring that hand out of the sky, kick that left leg high for a standing split. And then step it back, kick that right leg high, and then 3 times pull it in, plank pose. Kick it up, pull it in, kick it up, 1 more, kick it up, place it down, chaturanga, up dog, and then push up, downward facing dog. Take the left leg, kick it high, bring it through, walk it center straddle, turn the toes up, find your goddess pose. Press in, maybe rock into those hips, open up, deepen down, toes turn out, knees and ankles line up, expand through the heart center, draw the pelvis under, sit deep, draw the chin in, crown up, breathe in, breathe out. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a big inhale, lift, and then pivot around. Find airplane, ankles line up, toes forward. Make sure on that tight ribs, you press the shoulder blades down and back, press the tailbone back, reach the crown forward, hold and breathe. And then we're gonna step it up to swan, so cactus those arms, squeeze into your back, lunge into that front leg, kick that back foot up, flex into that foot. I got a little cheater here. Flex in, lift, deepen, hold, and breathe. Really squeeze into your back. You hold and breathe. And then slowly move from your swan and pull that knee up and lift those arms up. Open that hip, open that knee, find tree. Take a breath, pull that knee in, place that foot down, lift all the way up, and bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes, take a breath, take a moment, maybe move the body, hands to your hips, roll your neck, and then bring yourself back into prayer. Just taking a moment to find gratitude for the ability to come practice with me for the last 15, 20 minutes. And, well, it's actually like 18 and a half to be exact. So anyway, I just want to wish you many blessings. Come practice with me, play with me. Always allow your heart to find that stillness within so you can connect to peace, to awaken the joy. That is your true essence, which is your bliss. And we can manifest heaven on earth together.